The novel coronavirus is taking lives, and the world is desperate for solutions. Antibodies and drugs can help fight the infection, but a vaccine can prevent it. It is the only way to completely defeat the virus and avoid a second wave. A vaccine is our ticket to normalcy. Over 100 candidate vaccines are in development right now around the world. Recent estimates suggest it could take at least 12 to 18 months till we actually have one available for use. But this is the fastest progress that we have ever seen in vaccine development. For instance, the mumps vaccine, which was the fastest ever approved, took 4 whole years. Now some COVID vaccine candidates are leading the race by entering human trials already. Here are the top candidates. Moderna's mRNA-1273. The vaccine was developed by the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases and the biotech company Moderna. It uses a genetic platform called mRNA, short for messenger RNA, which directs the body cells to stimulate the immune system. The vaccine, developed using previous studies of related coronaviruses such as SARS and MERS, has already shown promise in animal models. The company has received fast-track approval from FDA and is set to enter phase 2 testing, which will involve around 600 healthy volunteers. The protocol for phase 3 is also being finalized. It has collaborated with Lonza Limited, a Swiss biotech company, to manufacture up to 1 billion doses of the vaccine per year. An inactivated vaccine created by Wuhan Institute of Biological Products under the China National Pharmaceutical Group, Sinopharm, and the Wuhan Institute of Virology is also being tested in humans. In the first phase of trial of the vaccine candidate, a total of 96 volunteers were injected as of 23rd April. Sinopharm has said that the candidate demonstrated good safety profile so far, with the trial participants still under observation. On 30th April, the company told a newspaper that the vaccine had received approval from the regulators in China and had reached phase 2 trials. China also approved an adenovirus vector vaccine, which was developed by the Institute of Military Medicine and Hong Kong-listed firms CanSino Biologics. This candidate was the first vaccine to enter a clinical trial in the country. The first phase of the trial was completed in March and the second phase began on 12th April. China-based Sinovac Biotech has secured regulatory approval to perform a clinical trial of an inactivated vaccine candidate. Sinovac's work on developing a vaccine against COVID-19 began in January this year in partnership with leading academic research institutes in China. The company received approval in April to conduct phase 1 and 2 studies. The vaccine successfully induced specific neutralizing antibodies in mice, rats, and monkeys. The company has started the phase 1 trial on over 100 healthy adults. The Oxford University is also researching whether a vaccine that was originally developed for MERS could be administered during this pandemic. The vaccine would help the body recognize the spikes of the virus, which are made up of protein. As it was already being developed for MERS, it passed the initial stages and is now in the clinical trial phase. Monkeys given this vaccine who were later exposed to quantities of the virus were considered healthy 28 days later. On 24th April, investigators said that they had begun human testing in around 1100 people. In Germany, a vaccine named BNT162 is in the clinical trial stage. It is being developed by US-based Pfizer and the German company BioNTech. On 22nd April, the regulatory body in Germany approved the vaccine for phase 1 and 2 trials. Human trials in 2 US locations began on 5th May, the companies have noted in an announcement. The Indian Council of Medical Research on 9th May said it had partnered with Bharat Biotech International Limited to make a COVID-19 vaccine using the virus strain isolated at the National Institute of Virology in Pune. The ICMR has said it will seek to fast-track approvals to accelerate vaccine development and animal and human studies. There are also studies underway to see whether the BCG vaccine, which has been used for tuberculosis, protects against this virus. Even though the world is working at a pace that was never seen before, vaccine development is a long process involving research, safety trials in animals and humans, clinical trials for efficiency, and mass production. A vaccine can fail during any of these.